Hello, everybody. Oh, sorry for that rather abrupt stop of the happy tune music there. I'm Emma Triplett, and welcome to the monthly marketing for therapists. If you've been before, you will notice a difference. It says monthly marketing and not Monday marketing. That's because we've got to make a few changes. I am getting so busy, it's just an overcommitment of me to be able to do every single Monday. So instead of letting you down or not turning up or not doing a great job, of course, I want to put my best into it. So we're going to do some in-depth marketing every Monday. Every Monday, so I'm not going to do. We're going to do some in-depth marketing every month, and it will probably be the last Monday of the month, but you will get plenty of notice. I'm also toying with the idea. I've had technical problems doing this with webinar software. I am still looking around for webinar software because I do like to do this live because I can get your questions and your feedback, and I think there's so much more value in doing these trainings live. But this one is pre-recorded, so you can listen to it when you want. But what I will do anyway with the live ones, when I've sorted out the software again, is have it so that I can send you out a replay. So the changes there, we're going to be doing this monthly, the last Monday of every month in the evening, and we're going to pick a new subject each week. And this week we are talking about Facebook pay per click, about Facebook advertising really. And how best to use it, because there is a lot of wasted money and misunderstanding. But when used properly, it is very, very effective. And it is one of the most cost-effective forms of advertising you can get. I'm a particular fan of Facebook pay-per-click and AdWords, which is another pay-per-click. It's Google's pay-per-click, which we're going to cover on another week. But I want to go through some Facebook pay-per-click advertising at the moment. So, what's the point of pay-per-click? That's the first thing we're going to go through. And then I'm going to set up the elements for campaign. And as talking, I've just realised actually that I've forgotten that you need your advert set up on your Facebook fan page. But the Facebook fan page and everything is a subject, and how that should be structured is a subject of another week. But it really doesn't matter for this session. It's not something I want to go into. Don't have time. We're focusing on the pay-per-click advertising. So I will touch on it, but you can just create adverts on the fly if you like. And I'm going to do a demonstration of setting up your pay-per-click campaign live in Facebook. So I'll keep our fingers crossed all the technology works okay. And so let's go. So what's the point of pay-per-click marketing or any paid online marketing? Because it is not to get clients. And this is the first bit where people waste so much money. It's unbelievable. And it saddens me because, as therapists, people have a hard time doing this marketing because it's not where you come from. You didn't go into being a therapist because you wanted to be a marketing expert. And people don't teach you these things. And that's mainly because, the training schools are not necessarily marketing experts themselves. And unless you can afford to pay a professional marketing company for you, these things are not things that are easily discovered. So, if you're paying out adverts for I'm getting all tongue-tied tonight, aren't I? If you are paying for advertising that says, come and see me to get fixed, you're going to be wasting a lot of money, and you're going to be very disappointed about how many leads you get back, because things just don't work like that anymore. As a therapist, part of your training will have been about how important it is to establish rapport with your clients. Now, this starts way before they walk into your therapy room. This starts with your advertising, okay, and your marketing. So the point of pay-per-click marketing is to bring people into your world and to start building the rapport with them. Okay? Do not expect people to ring up and be booking appointments off your pay-per-click marketing. You might get one or two, and that's fantastic. We always get a couple, but it's not how the majority of it works. The majority of it works is they sign up to a list, and then we start building rapport, and people will stay on that list for years. I've got people who answer me now. They send me emails. When I send out emails or a newsletter or something, I'll get invariably every month I'll get an email back from somebody who's just apologising, really, saying, I've been receiving your information for years. I'm sorry I haven't been in contact yet. And, it's just because it's not the right time for them. They will get in contact when it is the right time. And for people suffering from anxiety or depression or any other issues or thinking about having a service, there's actually quite a long lag very often from the point that they start thinking about getting help to the point that they're ready to get help. As well as I do, all that stuff has got to go on in the mind first so they get the confidence to pick up the phone and ring or email in. So the point of pay-per-click marketing is to create leads. We call these people leads, okay? The people who you're bringing into your world, not clients. Hopefully they will turn into clients somewhere along the road, but it's not at this point. People who respond, they will sign up to your list. We call it the list. It's your email list, your email marketing list. And this is where you start building rapport, where you can start offering them a solution. Okay, so what are the elements? What do you need? Well, of course, you need your advert or whatever you're going to sell, but it is not an advert that says, come and have hypnotherapy or come and have therapy with me. We call this a lead magnet, and it's what draws people to you. And what it is, it's an offering. It's something that you are giving away free. I spoke about content marketing in a previous episode, so I'm not going to go into that in depth. But your lead magnet is a way of attracting, as a magnet, it's attracting people. And it's attracting a lead because these people are called leads. And it is something you're giving away. It might be a 3-step guide to helping yourself with anxiety, or a 3-step solution for whatever. I mean, I'm just saying 3 steps. It could be ordered. It can be an ebook you've written. It can be something else that you want to give away. And it's something that you create once and then you rinse and repeat it. So you just offer it again and again and again. So the work goes into creating it once. And then people just keep signing up. Now, I say work goes into creating once. You test with all advertising and campaigns and marketing. It's about tests and analysis and tweaking. So that lead magnet, you might start off with one, or you might do a particular lead magnet. I'll show you what I'm going to test a new one starting tonight. I thought I might as well use this training to upload a new lead magnet. So I'm going to test one tonight, but it is about just testing in small monetary terms, just small amounts, until you've tweaked it enough that you're getting a high sign-up rate, and then you can scale up the advertising if you want to. Okay, so we have a lead magnet, and I'm going to show you these things, so don't worry if you don't know what that means. Then we have a landing page. Right, you need to bring people to a page where they can easily give you their name and email address. Don't ask for too much information. Again, it's a separate subject for a marketing session. So I'm not going to go into landing page in depth. I will show you my landing page that I've got, but I'm not going to talk through them in depth. But it's the place that you don't take your lead magnet to, that they can put in their your lead to. They can put in their email address and name so that they can get what it is you're offering that they want. Now, offering your landing page, they go onto your email list. Of course, you need an email list, or you need a campaign, or whatever you like to call it, where these people are going to sign up to. So you need that list. And you need that list because you are going to email them whatever you're offering free, your lead magnet, because it will be in electronic form. So you will send it to them via an email autoresponder. So you don't have to send these out manually. It all happens automatically. The idea is not to create lots of extra work in the marketing here. It's to set up automated systems so that your leads just come in automatically. So we have what's called an autoresponder, which I'm sure you've seen these work, and you've probably been on them yourself, where you put in your email address, and then suddenly whatever you've subscribed to or requested or anything bounces back to you. You would have done this when you signed up for my marketing list. There was a marketing book, which was my lead magnet. You would have signed up to that, and I would have automatically sent you that ebook. And that all happens. It's not because I'm sat on the end of the computer and go, hey, look, somebody's signed up, I better send them the book. It's because that happens automatically. And the beauty of having the autoresponder is that you can tack on emails. You might want to send out an email every couple of days or once a week or whatever you think is appropriate, following up. And it might be a blog that you're writing. It might be some useful information. Now, general rule of thumb, okay, with these autoresponders, emails that you're sending out, you always apply the 80-20 rule. Okay, we apply the 80-20 rule to just about everything. But it's where 80% of what you're sending people in emails is useful information and helpful information and sharing content and stuff for your audience. Okay, the purpose of this is not to sell, and try and get them into your clinic and get them on as a client. You will frighten them away with no time at all. You need to gain their confidence, build rapport and trust, and be helpful. When we get by giving, so give and give some more, and they will come back to you because they will begin to trust you. Right, so you can drip feed them information, and then every now and again send them an email or have it tacked onto the email is, hey, have you thought about coming in to see me? Or you can start holding open days, or I don't know what you want to do, seminars, or some of you might see the seminars I held recently. I was able to have 70 people sign up for a seminar because I had people on my list that I'd attracted through a lead magnet, and I had been sending them autoresponders for the past few months with just helpful stuff, nice things for them to have. Sorry, drinking my tea. If you've been on this before, you know that I drink tea constantly. So yes, your email autoresponder, which sends the lead magnet automatically. Whatever you've promised them, that will send it. If you promise somebody something, you've got to fulfill it. So I feel quite so bad at having let you down through illness and through traveling and flaky internet the last 2 weeks, but we're back now. So that goes on to your email autoresponder, but it hasn't finished. Your sequence, your campaign sequence hasn't actually finished. They put their name and their email address into your landing page, sign up to your email list. That goes off. As soon as that goes off, they are redirected to what's called a bridge page, or in my case, what I've done is a welcome video. A bridge page is a welcome video. The purpose of that is to put your face and your personality, everything, in front of the person who's just signed up, to gain confidence that you're a real person. There's so much skepticism out on the internet. Is this real? Is it a scam? And all that sort of thing. And people with anxiety and depression, they automatically think the negative. So it's super, super important for you to be able to, at the earliest opportunity, present yourself. And this means making a video. If you don't like making videos, get over it. You need to start. You seriously need to start, because that's how it all works. And if the whole world is moving toward, the whole internet world is moving towards videos, and you're not, that will create extra suspicion. So you need to get on board, get over it. It's not as bad as you think. I know when I started doing these, I was the world's worst. I was awkward and couldn't remember anything. And the secret to being able to do good videos is practice. You just keep doing it. And who cares if you're rubbish to start with? You will be. It really doesn't matter. But the more you do it, the more you'll get better at it. And it's not difficult technically, and it's not as daunting as it sounds. And I'll show you the video that I've done. I'll show you the whole sequence that I've done. So this is the sequence. These are the elements of the campaign that you need. Oh, hang on. That's what to do next. That comes at the end. Right. So I'm going to show you these elements. And let's take you through setting up your Facebook campaign. So let me just show you from the start, from my Facebook fan page, what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to come out of this a moment. Let's come out of that and go to here. Here I set it up earlier. Is my Old Town Hypnotherapy fan page. Okay, so this is on my personal Facebook account, and it's a fan page that I've created. Again, we're not going into this in big deal today. It's not a job today to go through my the fan page stuff, but I will do it at a future date. Okay. Where are we today? Right, so here I posted a few weeks ago. Oh, this is so funny. If you go onto my fan page, repost this just to make your clients smile. It is hilarious. Don't want to distract you with that right now. Right. Okay, here we are. Now, I published this a couple of weeks ago. Look, this is what we call a long story advertising. Again, the different types of advertising are a different subject. But this is my lead magnet, a free hypnotherapy MP3 download. And if I click on continue reading there for a moment, it's going to bring up the whole thing. So we don't need to worry about reading this right now. You can go to my fan page and go find it for yourself. But here is my landing page. So I've got that, just copied that. This is my landing page, and it's saying basically you can get that free MP3. Here's the landing page. Now that landing page looks like that. So this is what you call a landing page. See, all I've asked for is the first name and the email address. So if people read that advert, they see the marketing advert that looks like a post. It's a long story post. So they read that, and at the end it says you can get the free hypnotherapy MP3 that we give out at sessions here. And this is where it takes them. So they put their name and email address, click submit. And as soon as they click submit, they get redirected to my Welcome to Old Town Hypnotherapy page. Now, I'll play it I won't play it all. It's too long. Mine is too long. These should be a minute and a half or something like that. It's actually 4 minutes long. I'll play the beginning of it though. That is me.
Hello and welcome to Old Town Hypnotherapy. My name's Emma Triplett and I'm the founder of Old Town Hypnotherapy, and I'd like to take just 2 minutes to share with you what you can expect from us. But before I do, I just want to let you know that the free hypnotherapy MP3 that you signed up for is winging its way towards your inbox right now as I speak. So after this video, do be sure to go and check it out. Also check your spam folders and the other folders because sometimes it ends up in there. And then make sure you whitelist my email address so that you don't miss out on the other freebies that I send you. If you signed up for...
I'm just going to pause that a minute actually, because that's quite significant to what I've said in the beginning. You need to tell clients what to do, what you want them to do, and especially, what is going to happen next. You know what's going to happen, but they haven't got a clue. So when you come to the video, first thing you need to do is to tell them to go and check their email, because that's where whatever you're sending them is going to end up. And also check the spam folder and whitelist the email address. And there's actually, I put instructions of how to whitelist in the autoresponder. So that they know how to do that. And again, it's just building trust and rapport and telling them what to do, so making life as easy as possible.
For the e-zine, you're probably wondering what I'm talking about, a free hypnotherapy.
Okay, it's just I offer people an e-zine, another word for a newsletter, because I don't like newsletters. So that is the bridge page or welcome video, and you can see here I've got, book a free initial consultation or go to the website. You can have after the, and I think I do on this, after the video has finished, it automatically going to your website. But you can put it there in case they're bored of listening to you or me at 4 minutes long. They probably are. They can go and find out for themselves. But that's the beginning of building rapport. There's no pressure. It's just, here, go and have a look at your email. That's where I've sent your lead magnet. This is what we do. Okay, so that is a bridge page or a video. It bridges between you being completely anonymous and offering them something between you and the website. So it's introducing you to your lead, your potential clients. Okay, so that's the sequence. So we've got our lead magnet, which in my case, as you saw, is a free hypnotherapy MP3 download. It might be, I would suggest doing something. What works really well, people love e-books and they love reports. So you could do a strategy report, or you could do an e-book, anything. Sleep. I mean, we know that everybody who's going to come and see us has problems sleeping, pretty much. You could do a white paper or a report or an ebook or a training on sleep, or how to get better sleep. Whatever you want to do, something that that your clients, your potential clients, your prospects will want, and it's the prospects that are your best clients, what they're going to want, because those are the people you would attract. So that's the sequence. Now let's go back to, we have our actual advert. Now I'm going to go into, I'm in Chrome, yes. Now you need to use Chrome for a lot of this, else you can't get some of the features. So if you're not using Google Chrome, download it and use it. Manage adverts. So this is going into my advertising account with Facebook. See, that's how much I've spent recently. Let's go into the adverts manager. The taxing that comes up all the time. Now you see, what you're interested in here is the cost per engagement or cost per click. 20p, 11p, 34. £4.60 is ridiculously bad. You stop it. Right? But 20p, 11p, there were some seminars that I did some advertising for. These are good rates. Okay, that's a good cost per click. So let's create a campaign. So let's click on campaign. Now, what you have is you have campaigns and you have advert sets and you have adverts. You can have multiple adverts within your advert set, and within your campaign, you can have multiple advert sets. So the campaign is the overall objective, and this is the objective: boost your posts, promote your page, send people to your website, increase engagement, all these different things, reach people near your business. I've never actually tried that one. I don't use it at all, although, you'd think that we would, being hypnotherapists. I do it a different way, which I'm going to show you. So for this one, I'm going to use boost the post because I've already put the post in my Facebook fan page. So let's click on that. Now that is my objective. So it's going to ask me which fan page. I've got a few pages that I help manage here. So I'm going to choose Old Town Hypnotherapy. And it is going to come up with, it gets there, my latest posts. So I can go down here and I can look. There we go. That's the one that we were looking at. My long story post here. And you've got campaign name. Now, because I'm trying these out and I'm experimenting with some new long story posts. So I'm going to call it long story posts. Now, the advert set within the campaign, you can have several advert sets where you set your audience, where it's going to be, and your budget for all of the adverts and your schedule. So let's do continue there and go on to the advert set. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but for these particular adverts, it's important that, because I'm wondering, my objective of my campaign is to get people to come into the branches and book initial consultations. So that's why I'm doing this particular one. I want to attract people who are near my branches. Now, I said the point of advertising isn't to get people to book appointments. Of course, it's not. But that is my end game, if you like. I will be drip feeding them information, sending them out lots of lovely freebie stuff, building rapport and building trust for all my wonderful hypnotherapists at the branches, so that at some point they will pick up the phone or an email and say, can I make an appointment for free initial consultation? So I want people to be located close to where I am, where we are. So everyone in this location, the UK, right? Now, actually, I don't want the whole of the UK. I want people near my branches. So I'm going to put Swindon, England, Swindon, Wiltshire City. Now, whoops, I am going to within radius of 40 kilometres. Now, people aren't going to travel 40 kilometres. They are more likely to travel 30. It's hardly gone down much, 32. Worcester, that's too far. They're not going to travel much more, actually, probably than 20 kilometres. Let's do 20 kilometres. Okay, that has not put the pin in the right place. That is not where Swindon is. Good old Google. Hang on, let me try this one again. So let's put in, okay, you can exclude locations as well. Let's put Swindon. Let's try the other Swindon, England. Let's see what that says. Yay, that's where Swindon is. Okay. What on earth did it put me up there earlier? Okay, I don't want to go 40 kilometres. Let's go, let's do 20, let's go 25 kilometres. That's a reasonable distance. People do come further, but 20, actually I'm going to make it 30. Let's make it 30. Let's just type in 29, close enough, right? Now I want to add another one, because I have another branch in Exeter, Devon. And again, let's do 30. Of Exeter. And I've got a branch in Plymouth. So let's do, people actually don't tend to come up from Cornwall too much. So let's do 30. Oh, that's 40 to 40. Let's get 30 kilometres there. But and see, that's just about overlapping, which is cool. But I also want to see, where is Bobby Tracy? Because I also have another branch in Bobby Tracy. Okay, that's right in the middle. I don't want to overlap this too much, so I'm actually going to restrict Bobby Tracy to 10 kilometres. So just around. Now you'll see actually as it homes in, actually that's already within that. But I do have a branch in Totnes as well, so it picks up Totnes quite nicely. Where else do we have? And then the last one is Hove. And that's in Brighton at Hove. And again, I'm going to restrict that because people are not going to travel 40 kilometres, travel 30. So what I've done is I've picked up just people around the branches. Then we can go for age. Now I am going to restrict this to people who, we do have a lot of people, this is not aimed at young people. This particular advert is, where the way I've written it is aimed at, I'd say 30 upwards, so I'm going to restrict it. And also that particular advert is aimed at women. Okay, so I just want to be able to define it, home it down. Now, any of this you can change. It is, it's all about tweaking and practicing. So my estimated data, get that at the moment, but we've got an audience here. In all these areas, the potential audience reach at the moment is 440,000 people. But I don't want just anybody. They have to, they can speak all Englishes. It's not really going to make much of a difference on that. Oh, 10,000 people excluded. I'm trying to exclude now, having got my areas, I want to exclude people because I don't want to be wasting money to send it out to people that aren't in the slightest bit interested. I want people who are interested, who have been searching about sleep, interests. You see all the time, it's homing people down. Insomnia. How many have we got now? 71,000. And anxiety, because it's about anxiety. So I'm going to pick several of these. That particular advert is about anxiety. What else is in it? OCD, I think. Social anxiety. So you see, it comes up with suggestions that are in the same ballpark. I want people with agoraphobia because I want them to come out into the. So now I don't want too many people. How many have I got at the moment? 89,000 people. That's still quite a lot, actually. I would normally home it down, but for time's sake, I'm not going to. So we can narrow audience and I can exclude certain things or people. So you can narrow it down. So it is, I would say, the sweet spot for really niching down on your target. If you can get it down to about 30 to 40,000 people. So we've got women, 30 plus near branches. I'm going to call this is my audience, and I'm going to save this because no doubt I will use this again. And you can go in and tweak and adapt it and change it once it's done, but I am going to save this because I know I will use that. Now, where am I going to place it? I can place it in Instagram. Instagram is getting more and more popular, and it comes up. Especially, actually, I'm not going to do Instagram because I've targeted older people. So you've got to think about who you're targeting. I do not want it in the right-hand column. I only want it to come up in the news feed or a mobile news feed. And if I take it off automatic, it's gonna put those back on. I don't want it going in the right hand column. I just don't. You can try it, but I've never had much luck with the right column, desktop right column. And it doesn't matter whether they're connected to. If you're asked giving them something to download, only do it when they're connected to Wi-Fi because it will really annoy people if they can't download it. Because I'm emailing it to them, and there's nothing really there. Actually, yeah, the video. So they can watch the video and do it only when connected to Wi-Fi. So budget and schedule. How much do you budget? Well, this is for you might have multiple adverts, so you've got to remember this is for all of them. When I'm doing a test, like I am now, I will do £3 to £5 a day. And that's only going to reach 210 to 550. But I want to know how much that cost per click is going to be before I scale it up. If it's anything over 25p, I change the advert. I do not keep running it. And also you do a test. Now I would say do a test. You need to give it a decent test. So I don't want to give it a month's test. I want to give it 2 weeks, really. So that will be 2 weeks, won't it? Right, so we're going to run it for 2 weeks. So we'll spend up to £39 in total. Now, £39, if you think about it, £39 is still an awful lot less than putting an advert in a paper and just leaving it and having no idea who's reading it. With this, you're getting people into your world, you're building rapport, you're giving them something, you're building trust. And you're keeping in contact with them. You have their email address, so you can keep sending them information and keep them around until they're ready. You know, if they just see an advert, they might, oh yeah, no, I need to do that. Paper goes in the recycling, and they don't know who you were, and you never hear from them again. So, to me, £39 is very worth it. So optimize for advert delivery, post engagement. I'd leave it as automatic. You know, you can, as you get more experience with this, you can do it. But if you leave it to Facebook, you're likely to get more favourable response from them. And impressions, cost per impression, or you can do post engagement. People who actually will engage with that. They'll share it or like it or send it on. So I'm going to do post engagement. Okay, run adverts all at the same time. Okay, yeah, all the time on schedule. You can schedule it to go within certain times of the day if that's important to you. We know people with anxiety and depression, they're on the internet in the middle of the night because they can't sleep. So I run it all the time. It's not going to come up unless somebody's actually on their Facebook. So you're not wasting money. And you're also doing it post-engagement. So show your adverts throughout the day. Again, you can schedule it. And the advert set name. So, I mean, this is going to be similar to my audience. This particular advert set name, because it needs these audience is, I'm going to do, what should I call this one? I've already got a long story for the campaign. I've got my women in their 30s. Women, next it's not just going to be women, yes it is, women 30 plus near branches. This particular advert set. Oh, minimum budget £5, so they've changed that recently. Let's change that. and it's just coming up with the picture. There we go. See, that's why it's women in their 30s. They've got the age group 30 plus, because the picture is, and it's got my whole post that I have boosted. So, not Instagram, not desktop right column. It's going to go in a mobile newsfeed and a desktop newsfeed. And they're going to place the order. Now, something important to be said about placing orders and things. Facebook do not allow more than, I think it's 10 or 20% text on a picture. You need to send a picture because it needs to come up in the newsfeed, or you can do videos as well. I haven't tried video advertising, but I'm going to. But they won't allow text on it. So this is why you have your text around the post and you just have a nice, attractive picture. And with the picture as well is, I've played around with this. Let's just do continue there. I've played around with this a little bit. Do you put a picture in of somebody who looks like they have anxiety? Or do you put something in that's going to catch the eye of somebody who's feeling like that? Or do you put the picture in of somebody who's overcome it? Well, I tend to believe in attraction marketing. I think attraction marketing has huge value these days. And what attraction marketing is about showing people how they want to be, what they're attracted their lifestyle to be. So I prefer to use pictures that are happy, calm, all problems sorted. You'll see in that one that I've just done, it had a picture of a woman in a corner dominated by a happy woman. So what I'm trying to say is, that's what the shrinking picture is, and the growing picture is the confident, happy woman, and that's how they're going to be. So, but again, play around with it, but it won't let you have lots of words in it. So that's it. I've got a really good standing with Facebook because I advertise with them regularly and they have approved the advert straight away. But don't be surprised if it takes some time to approve. They normally come back to you within a few hours, sometimes 24 hours to approve it. And they might not. Usually, if you've got too much text in the picture, they won't approve it. But they can tell you that very, very quickly. And they might even tell you it as you're trying to post it. They'll say, it's got too much text in it, don't do it. What was I going to say there? I've forgotten. Yeah, and play around with the text. Now, if you don't necessarily take people out back to your website. Take them to a landing page like I showed you. Oh, this was some of the settings. That's where it goes. I was looking at the settings. I was wondering what that page was. This is the landing page, so it takes it to that. That's absolutely fine. Don't just take them to your website and leave it. You want, in return, and this is a trade-off, you're giving them something lovely, absolutely free, that you've put your hard work, training, and energy into. You want something in return, and that's something you want in return is their first name and their email address. You don't need much more than that, and don't ask for much more than that because you won't get it. You'll frighten people off if you ask for more than that. So just put in the first name and email address. The rest you can ask later if people start to respond to you, but you certainly don't need it straight away. So let me come back to my presentation. Okay, the elements of the campaign. We've had the lead magnet, the landing page, the email list, which as soon as they send up, it puts them on your autoresponder sequence, which immediately sends out the lead magnet. And you have a bridge page or a welcome video that is going to say whatever you want them to say. Sounds like your gift is winging its way towards your inbox right now as we speak. So that is it for today. Please do feel free to email me if it's anything you would like me to cover on future episodes. And give me your feedback. I'd really like to know what you think, whether it's helpful, what you'd like to know, other things that are causing you a mystery. You don't know where to start. My email address for that is emma@emmajtriplet.com. Well, you can get through to me through Old Town Hypnotherapy, or to be honest, I'd rather you didn't use a contact form on the Old Town Hypnotherapy website, because that will really confuse with client contacts. It's best to get me on this one. So that is it for today. Thank you very much, and hopefully we will be in contact soon. You take care. Thank you. Bye.